And then they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Carter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll run with Carter. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. The quick slant caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Going for it, it's Carter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Jets are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting through. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he bowls over it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st down, Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Now Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Carter, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now here's a carry heading left. Running right through him. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert it over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
They end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.